APG crew, what is up? Thank you for still riding along. So today I'm gonna try to throw some tint on the taillights of Jack. Get you around there. Jack is still filthy. Let's go take a look at him. I do apologize still for the filming, still working out the kinks on that. Do you get an iPhone tripod or do you continue to order parts and mods and stuff for the vehicles? It's kind of a tough balance. So what we want to do, I'm going to go ahead and do those taillights. Not that I have to go in this order. I'm going to do the taillights. We did get our vinyl in for the whole truck, but I'm going to do this back area first. I'm going to do the tailgate and the taillights first, and then we will work to the top because I do not want to pull the third brake light to wrap it and then put it back in and then pull it again for doing the stripe across the top. Don't want to just be pulling, I don't know, it just seems like not just wasted time, but you continue to wear out little parts like that. So we'll try to keep it cohesive. Plus I've got a little bit of time before we're running to work, so maybe we can just stay grounded here, maybe get some of this knocked out, at least get the tail lights done. If there's time, throw on the vinyl for the tailgate. Use a stool, something to prop up, maybe catch a little more video. I'm running out of space, so I've actually got to get these videos uploaded so y'all can enjoy some of them with me. Thank you for being here. I've got the tail light prepped. I did a soap. I only put 2 drops of Dawn in this for 739 mils. It's supposed to be about 3 drops for a liter, so I did 2 drops. That's what I'm running off of. It's worked well so far. Just as a prep clean. And then also alcohol, I've got it as a 2-to-1, 2 parts alcohol, 1 part water. The tint we're using is going to be the VViviD Hex Light Smoke. Let me take you up here to the headlights that we've already done. If y'all are familiar with that, we've still got some more things to go, including that dude right there. So here's our headlights. This one came out much better than the other side, but you can still see that hex pattern. And if you go in even further, you can see spots within that. That's what allows the light, not permeability, but still allows you good visibility while giving you that tinted look. One thing I do like about it is, if maybe you're not the best at this, this is gonna help hide some of your flaws, maybe some of your bubbles, your wrinkles. We didn't get any video of it, but a good friend of mine came over and we did his 2022 Toyota 4Runner. It's an SR5. We did his headlights and fog lights, side marker lights, and we got his third brake, and we ran out of material for the tail lights, and those tail lights are going to be a beast. Good luck to you on that, Ryan. The quality of the job that we did on that, we had to patch an area because I burned through. It's a learning thing. It's autoplay, guys. I'm not getting paid for this. It's just figuring this stuff out as we go. So I did a burn through on one spot. We had to patch that. For the quality that we did on it, I would say the job was a 5 out of 10. For the finished look that it gave and the hexagonal pattern, hiding our little blips and errors and stuff like that, it looks like a 9 out of 10. It looks great. So that's another little key feature too, is if it was one solid film, like a dark tint or something like that, plus you gotta consider legality, it would have showed really bad. But that pattern in there helps hide some of your less than perfect areas. I've definitely got some on my passenger side, which was the first one I ever did. So I've got some good wrinklage in there and stuff I just couldn't get out. I may go back and strip it later. So we're gonna get started on this. Again, due to heat and your boredom with watching me do. Maybe you like, I don't know. Check out CK Wraps. Guys, phenomenal on wraps, and especially with headlight, taillight tint, all of those things. So check that out. And I picked this up on Amazon. This is a 16-inch by 60-inch. So 16-inch by 5-foot roll of the VViviD Hex Light Smoke. And that was 13 bucks, 13 and some change. It's not terrible. Not terrible. So, all right, we'll get going. Not crazy about the outcome. So, stretching, starting here, laying it down on this edge. So you can see I dropped the tailgate and dropped our tailgate cable so that we had more room to work. Got a nice tuck in there. Sorry, trying to keep up there. As we wrapped around, started just chasing wrinkles like crazy. Crazy. Eliminated what I could. Still had one big that caught, and I didn't realize it till after the fact. I just missed it as I was doing it. I think I could have got it out. So took my bubble eliminator and did a small slit, got the air out, and then heated it up, reshrank that plastic as best it could be. It'll be an eternal wrinkle in there unless I strip it and redo it. Got crazy wrinklage on the side. Not crazy about that. Hopefully it doesn't try to delaminate off there. So we got that going, got it all tucked in. Did a heat pre-shrink first around the edges before I pulled the tape and everything, and then cut it all down like I needed to, and then heat again and running this around the edge. The tape is there so it doesn't stick to the body of the truck. That's not necessarily a protective thing of the truck or anything. It's so your tint does not try to adhere to the truck while you're working on it. Makes it much easier, so please do that. Up here, I think the issue, maybe when I was taping it off, you can see how much it's already cooking out here, how much I'm sweating. It did not want to stick here for whatever reason. So maybe when I was putting the tape on, after I'd cleaned it, I'd touched it. No, because I alcoholed after the tape. So I don't know. Did not want to adhere right there. But overall, I feel like I'm overusing this every project we do. But overall, 5-footer. I mean, you can see a little, but I'm happy with it. It works. So I'm going to get onto the other side, get it prepped, and get it slapped on. Okay, so we got passenger side tail light done. So another emerging trend I've noticed is the second one seems to go so much better than the first. Very little wrinkles, bubbles, got a little bit of action going up there on the side. It's got this bevel here, but overall much better than the driver's side. So, and actually took me less time. And I was slower about doing it, but it took me less time. So apply the heat where you need it. Be patient with it. I don't know if you noticed or not, but a lot of people use box blades. I'm using these razor blades because safety third, but I'm more familiar with doing like upholstery and stuff like that with these types of razor blades. So maybe I'm just more comfortable with them. Do what works for you. Be safe with it. What else did I want to tell you? Yeah, just be patient with the stuff, and it seems to go so much better. Oh, that's what I was gonna say, sorry. Back to the razor blades. They're so much thinner than the box blade. I mean, I know sharpness does whatever. Somebody's gonna argue it. That's what I'm comfortable with. That's what I like. So the other thing on this is, if you notice that you're rushing stuff or you're trying to go through too fast or it's just not getting the results you want, if you need to do yourself a little buffer project, a little something to get the confidence boost up, or maybe let the nerves down, something that takes that edge off, go do that practice project. Even if it's not something you're gonna use or utilize or something, if you got the materials and you got the time and stuff, just go ahead and do that. Give yourself a little buffer project and get the nerves out, and then get that way your first project is your number 2. You tracking? All right. I did try to do the side mirrors, the turn signals specifically on the side mirrors. Very narrow gaps, very narrow gaps. I got it on there, but it was just right there at it. So I'm gonna pop these off and actually wrap around so that that tint will actually stay on. I got on it, looked good, but you could just tell it was not gonna endure any type of rain or weather, probably even just drying out. It looked like it was just gonna peel up around the edges. So pulled back. Now we're gonna get this tailgate up and maybe check on some vinyl. All right, getting some things cleaned up before I start getting ready for work. As you know, I'm a little impatient. I do apologize, guys. We'll get better at this. Not great. Not great. Definitely 10-footer, but. So we got the tail lights done. Let's take a look at that. Oh, what a cool tail light. And we went ahead and did some vinyl. If you remember, we did the emblems on earlier videos. That is the Plastidip Hyper Dip graphite, anthracite, graphite. And then we did the orange emblem overlays. Those came from Etsy. Definitely got some wrinkles and all kinds of crap in this. Thought about going ahead and stripping it. Was able to get a majority of them out. So vinyl is a masochist, sadist, whichever one wants to be abused. That one. Because the more aggressive I got with it and stopped being so timid with it and just really stretched it, worked so much better than when I was trying to be timid and work around and do all that when I just started it, anchored it, and took it. Other issue is I've talked about the knifeless tape where you just pull the string and woo, it's magical, it works great. I do not have that down. It started trying to tear out my corners. You can see this is uneven. This was supposed to be right up against the orange. Let me get you closer. See, that's supposed to be right up against the orange. Started tearing my vinyl out. Don't know the right way to do it. Probably should have watched a YouTube video on it where they actually film what they're doing. So I took a razor where the knifeless tape was and ran it down. You can see where the knifeless tape tried to do some tear out. I tried to even it up. I thought about, you wouldn't really notice if I shimmied that line over a little bit, but it is what it is. It's what I did. It's what I made it. So again, 5 foot. I don't think we're bad, but we're getting there. Did have to do some touch up already on that emblem. This is the first time I've handled it since I did it, and it's probably a week old. Definitely had to do some touch up there. It was already trying to show some chrome. I think I got it. I put another wet coat on it and kind of smashed it back down, and it went in nicely. You can see right here, it kind of reactivated the coats that were already on there just from handling it. So I don't know how well that's going to hold up. That is not a great advertisement, but we're done. We got that going for us. So cuckoo. Thanks, guys. I promise to actually have y'all ride along, not just befores and afters and some clips, but we'll get it going. Thank y'all. Be safe.